guys. How are you?
Good morning.
Hi, Richard.
Nice to be here.
Thanks for coming to New Jersey.
It is my pleasure. Now, I have figured out what your problem is.
What's that?
You have hard water.
What's hard water?
Well, hard water is common in many parts of this country, and it's really a question of how many minerals are absorbed in the water. In your case, it's magnesium and calcium. What you'll see is all sorts of water stains in different places, in sinks or in toilets.
Actually, when we moved in, there were green rings around the toilets.
Yeah, and I tried cleaning it with bleach, vinegar, and we ended up just changing out the toilets.
That's one way to get rid of the stains. Now, it can also wreak havoc on water heaters. You know, the minerals can settle down the bottom. But it's important to note that it's not dangerous to drink the water, it's only cosmetic. I have a solution for you, though.
Okay.
Let me show you down the basement.
All right.
I'm off to work.
All right, see ya. Pam, Patrick Smith is a local water quality expert. Now, Patrick, you actually tested this water, right?
Yes, we did, Richard. We tested the water here. Water's 17 grains hard here.
What does that mean?
Water 1 to 4 grains hard is mildly hard water. This one's 17 grains, extremely hard water.
So we need to soften the water.
Correct. We're going to soften the water. We're going to install a water softener today. Water softener has 2 components. One is a salt tank. One is a resin tank with the control on top.
Okay, how's it work?
How the system works is the water comes into the softener, it goes into this tank. There's resin beads inside this tank. So water runs through this tank. The minerals, the hardest minerals, actually stick to this resin.
So look at this, Pam. Here's these resin beads right here.
Oh, they look like coffee grounds.
Right, and these actually attract the magnesium and the calcium.
That's right, Richard. Inside this tank are those resin beads and act like almost like a magnetic sponge. So water runs through the tank, the hardest minerals actually stick to it, and it'll come out the other side, soft water to the house.
Now, sooner or later, though, you're going to collect so many minerals that you got to unring that sponge.
It can
right?
only hold so much, and that's where the regeneration process comes into play, and that's where the salt comes in. There's a brine solution. As a brine runs through this resin beads, it actually releases the hardness minerals. They go out to drain, recharges the resin to soften the water
back
again.
in business.
And you're back in business.
But Patrick, isn't the salt going to make my water taste salty?
No, so it won't taste salty. Matter of fact, when we're done, you're going to be able to lather up. The dishes will come out cleaner, your clothes will come out cleaner, and the water will taste great.
Great. So where's this going to go?
This is going to go over here today.
All right, I'll give you a hand.
Okay.
All right, so here is where your cold water comes in from the street right here, comes through your water meter, and it goes to upstairs. Now we want to be sure that all of your water is softened, so we put the softener right here, and we're going to actually install a series of valves right like this. So now the cold water will come right through here, go into the softener. The softened water will leave through here and return right here and go up to the house. But you'll see this valve right here. This is a bypass, so this will stay closed most of the time. The reason for that is if I ever needed to service this unit, you could close these 2 valves and open this, and you'll still have water upstairs. What we're going to do now is shut the water off, cut this pipe, and solder up the connections.
All right.
Connect the water softener to the brine tank. We use a 3/8 plastic tubing, and we connect it with a 3/8 compression fitting. We make a connection at the softener and also at the brine tank. We connect the drain line to the drain elbow, and we secure that with a hose clamp.
Now, the discharge hose on this side is going to connect into the sewer right here, where the wash machine discharge currently goes. This is called an air gap fitting, and that'll prevent any of the potable water ever coming in contact with any sewerage on this side. Now I'm going to make my hose connection right here, tighten up my clamp, and my wash machine discharge goes right there. Well, Pam, there is your new water softener. It's all piped, it's all wired. Now, a lot of water softeners have a timer inside, and it'll regenerate whether it needs to or not. This one's pretty cool. It actually has a water meter inside, so if you don't use any water, it won't regenerate unnecessarily, and that's pretty smart. Now, here's your main unit. We normally would put the brine tank or the salt tank right here, but you have a water meter and a bit of a crooked floor, so we ran this blue line right behind the wall to over here into the drive.
Okay. So what do I have to do to maintain this?
Once a month, you're going to lift this lid, check the salt level in here, add salt as needed. Probably about twice a year to add salt.
Okay,
All right.
I can do that.
So you are in business, Pam. You are going to have cleaner clothes, cleaner dishes, and no more water stains. Isn't that cool?
Great. Thanks, guys. And thank you, Richard, for coming to New Jersey. We really appreciate it.
It was my pleasure.